Cool. Man. So apparently I can't use... So apparently I can't use OBS on my computer. It always messes up. So what we are going to do today is we are working on... Let's throw this back up here. We are... I don't like that. I didn't like that at all. Let's do it like this. Okay. So we are going to be working on Kiwi Engine today. I did a new iteration of it. We're built on a lot of containerized stuff. Trying to make it's a web engine, a web-based engine. I'm trying to incorporate like some native libraries, like try to figure out how to work with Rust and React Native and Flutter and stuff like that to make native applications with this. So that's what we're working on today, getting that all situated and incorporated. I'm messing with some manifests and such, kind of getting pre-orchestration stuff down. May work on the registry, which is the new privatized NPM style plugin package thing for all of this. It's pretty cool. And then, yeah, that's what we're working on. We're basically working on the foundation elements again. And then over time, like Juice is going to be refigured to Juice 3 already to be Kiwi Engine compatible. And then we'll move on from there. And then I want to get a base Unity player script going to kind of get web engine games in there, develop your games in Unity, but then you can, once you build them, port them over to Kiwi Engine to like incorporate into a CMS kind of thing. So we have a lot to build on, a lot to work on. So we're going to keep going there. So let's get to it. So this file right here is the main kernel manifest. This is what upon initialization, this is what we're going to be looking at. Seeing like, hey, where's the Kiwi Press installation, blah, blah, blah. How we're going to orchestrate those things. Things of that nature. So we're going to be going back and forth, trying to do some research and development, kind of learning and developing at the same time. So it's going to be fun. So what we've done so far is we do have template-based things here. If we went to the right screen. We have templates based on nunjucks. So that way for any future theme development or plugin development for other people, like other users want to contribute themes or plugins, this is the way to do it. Or that's going to be one of our base ways is through templating. And then we have an admin container here to where we can... Basically, the admin is going to be the landing page of Citrus OS. So that's what we're working on. And I had a notes here. For something. They're right over here. Yeah, so the to-do today is to scaffold the basic Unity player package, basically to add the manifest and the custom component. and then we're going to define the architecture manifest, and then we're going to research Rust builds in Docker. Those are at least 3 things today that we're going to try to get accomplished. Oh, sweet. I get to ban you. I ride sent gatehouse VQC. See you later, dude. You nerd. Why does Restream always add Fallout Shelter? All right, did that update it? Thank you. Weird. It always does that. Okay, so let's do this. Oh yeah, we also need to work on Kiwi Press, which is a runtime of it. Spam callers. Okay. Maybe it was. There we go. Okay, yeah. That's what we were doing. This is nectarine specific. Oh yeah, we were defining the overall basic architecture of Kiwi Engine. That's what we're doing. So we need to do this. Oh yeah, we need to research the engine builds. Let's close Nectarine for now. We can close 11T for now. Okay, so what we're going to ask, screen share, chat GPT. Allow. Let's add this to a group. Jippity. Jippity. New group. Other. 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 Close that. Perfect. That's how we will move on from here. We'll move this one over. Now, what was my original question? What if we put this over to the side? We'll do it like that for now. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Rust builds. Rust container builds. Do they exist? How can we make it easier to implement in Kiwi engine? Tari will be a big feature inside of this. Yes, they exist. Common Rust container strategies. 1. Multi-stage Docker builds, best practice. This is the most popular and effective method. We have the builder stage from Rust 1.76 as builder, work, app, copy, run cargo, build, release. Runtime stage, tiny final image from Debian Bullseye Slim, copy from builder. These two things. Use Rust Alpine or build with Musel for static linking, but be cautious with native dependencies for Tori GUI apps. Streamline Rust container builds inside Kiwi engine, especially for things like Strum Core and Tori app modules. Modular build system. Create a build module in Kiwi engine. Since Tori produces GUI apps, you'll need to consider containerizing GUI apps is non-trivial. They're not meant to run in headless containers. You could use Tori for the desktop front end, but separate backend server builds in Go containers. But separate backend server builds Go in containers. Only publish the Tori binary, not run it inside containers. For building Tori apps in continuous integration, continuous deployment, just use containerized builds with tool chains, Node plus Rust plus WebView dependencies. I want to see how that looks. Because I really do not want to switch to Electron if I don't have to. Electron's a little bit more bulky. WebKit to GTK. And then it spins out a bash script here. If you're not deploying the Tori GUI app in a container, but just building it, it looks like in your coded example, you are deploying it. That's the one thing about ChatGPT. It's never super clear for that what it's doing. The Tori apps inside Kiwi engine would be for user app development. For example, they create a POS with Tori and want to build it and deploy the executable slash build themselves. How would that look? But remember, Tauri in some of these cases will be built into a visual editor and abstracting coding away from some users. How would that look? Cool. So now what we have going here in ChatGPT on the side that you can't hardly see I'm letting ChatGPT help me generate a project structure just in folders logically, how to structure